Hello. Hello, everyone. How's everyone been doing? Um, I lost the cord to my microphone and I had to get a different one. So please let me know if you can hear me. Please, immediately. Just kidding. Okay. So the main reason I want to come back on is, I told you guys that I would never talk about the Watts case. Well, um, I'm going to talk about the Watts case. And reason being is there's this channel that I've found on YouTube called Chris Watts Revelation in the Reckoning. I don't know if you guys have seen this channel or watched this channel. Armchair Detective actually played the video on his channel, and he said, "Oh, I had a preview of it. I know what's going to happen." And then at the end of it, he was like, "Oh, I thought they would uh, name a suspect, not blame it on shenanigans." So, hello, Diane, May, Little Bilby, hello, it's me, Julie, Stacy, Katie2, J.A., Top Cop, hello, everyone, management team, the penny list, hello, pretty cool name, doing good, how about you guys? So anyway, it's really bothering me, and if what's in this video is true, supposedly it's a lady that knows Chris Watts' mother, or is best friends with his mother, something along those lines, from what I understand. Well, she's started a channel. It's called Chris Watts Revelation in the Reckoning, and if any of you guys seen the channel, seen the video, and before anybody says anything, I'm not high. I'm just really tired. And if it looks like I'm in a hotel room, my new job, I live in motel rooms, and that's the reason I was having trouble with the internet, because I'm actually using their Wi-Fi. Okay, so if anybody hasn't seen this channel and these videos, after me, of course, you might want to go check this out. There's a video. It's about an hour long, and at the first of it, the lady, she's like, "Are you? Ask if you a cop, or are you a psychiatrist? Are you a doctor?" So I'm thinking, this is somebody important, and she might be. I'm not saying she's not important. Don't get me wrong, but come to find out, she was just friends with Chris Watts' mother, and she's made this video. And hello, little Billy. Work, just say my name if you need me. Oh, hello, Dana Dane. Um, if anybody I haven't said hello to, I'm sorry. Hello to everyone. Um, so what I think is happening here, and this is just my opinion. Chris Watts has come out. He's real religious. He's going to write a book, apparently, with all these Bible scriptures, and maybe the story, I guess, supposedly with another inmate who's already written a book. I can't think of the guy's name right off, but his fiance was on Armchair Detectives channel one night, and they were all talking about an armchair. He broke the news. But anyway, guys, he's always got to be a part of it. He's got to be important. But anyways, I'm thinking that Chris is going to, oh, I'm a Christian now. I don't lie, so here's the truth. And he's going to say that if this video is true, he is going to say that Shanann killed the kids. He's going to go back to his first confession. And apparently there's a 35C, something along those lines, some kind of appeal that you can do in Colorado. I guess basically he's saying that he didn't know what was going on, basically, and then he was tricked. And in February, when they interviewed him at Dodge Prison, he didn't know they were recording him. So this really just blows my mind that, and people keep saying, "Well, I can't wait to hear what he, when he says, actually tells exactly what happened." He's told like 3 or 4 different stories already. I don't think, if anything is closest to the truth, I would believe that it's his confession that he told in February when the detectives, Coder and Baumhover and Tammy, flew out to Wisconsin and interviewed him. In my opinion, have you not heard the call with the new lady with? Yeah, I have heard that. JA, I have. I actually have heard that call, and to me that call is really, really disgusting. The way he honestly thinks that he's going to get out of prison, and I don't think that he's getting out of prison whatsoever. He deserves to be where he's at. I did see that on a couple of the gossip news sites that there was an obituary for Nicole Kessinger on October 1st, I believe it was. And ironically, that is the same day that she went to court to change her name. So I think what's happened is she has pretty much said Nicole Kessinger's dead. Whatever her new name is, which apparently, she's had it suppressed where it can't be, found out. So, eventually somebody's going to see her, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, Trisha, that's very true. I don't see in his mind how he honestly thinks that he is going to get out of prison. But he honestly, if you listen to him in this call, and whoever this guy is, lawyer, paralegal, doctor, counselor, whoever this guy is, he's giving Chris advice. The girl Anna Nowak, the one that everybody said that was Chris's new girlfriend. Well, apparently she's married or just recently got divorced. But anyways, she set up the 3-way call between her and whoever this man is. You can go online on YouTube and find it and listen to it. But he's talking about how at this moment, God has him in prison, and there's just you just have to listen to the call. It's unbelievable. It's you, and they say that he honestly wants like his reputation with the public to be that he's a nice man and he doesn't get angry and apparently his reputation to the public is very important to him. And I just, guys, I don't know about you guys, but I just don't get it. He had a beautiful family, a good job. Because they were having money troubles, but everybody goes through money troubles at some point or another. They both was making good money. They probably would have pulled through. Um, I don't know. Like I said I wouldn't talk about the Watts case, but this just here recently really has gotten to me. Um, I've been wanting to come on and kind of touch base with you guys for a while, and like I said, I'm pretty much living in a motel, and it's for my job. And no, I'm not telling you where it is because we all know what happened last time. Uh, so, anyways, uh, I'll be honest with you guys, and a lot of people thought that I didn't like Armchair Detective because I did parodies of him. I just found a lot of humor in Armchair Detective. But I'll be honest with you, I watch a show. He's an interesting person to me. Um, I mean, apparently he is to other people too. If he really has, you know, 56,000 subscribers. Um, the only bad thing is he gets really upset when I do parodies of him, even though you guys like him, So, but I do enjoy his channel. I'm not gonna lie. I think he, likes to feel important. Sometimes he'll say, I'm involved in, getting this appeal for Chris Watts. He'll say I'm in contact with the families, and then he'll ask somebody to get him in contact with the families, and you're like, well, wait a second. I thought you just said you were in contact with the families. So, anyways, I do enjoy some of the stuff he puts on, some of the people he has on, and things like that. But I do like. Trish says the true crime channel has become toxic. You sure you want to dip your toe in? Well, my channel is listed as entertainment. I'm not true crime. Um, well, thank you. CM. Count me in. I like that. The family hates him. Yes, they really do. And I mean, I can understand why. I really can. And there's a lot, like I said, I'm not going to endorse him. No, if you want to watch, guys, I've always said this. You guys watch on YouTube what you enjoy. Um, and I told you guys that when I was doing the parodies of him. If you like his channel, watch it. I would never tell anyone not to watch anyone's channel. I like, but Trisha just said the true crime community is, for some reason, it's the very toxic, and for what? Just imagine what people could accomplish if they would work together instead of working against each other. They could probably get a lot done. Um, I don't know about you guys, but every time I see that video of Shanann walking in her house on the early morning of August 13th, 2018, I just want to scream, don't go in there. Please don't go in there. But you can't do that. And just when you see that video of her going in the house, it's heartbreaking to know that she died. And we don't know how. And I think we all want to know how. And in this video, Revelation and Wrecking video I'm talking about, there's some pictures, and a lot of people are thinking that it's actual pictures from the autopsy. It's not. It's pictures taken when the girls were alive that they've put on there. If you watch the video, you'll see what I'm talking about. But they are not actual autopsy pictures. But if you guys want to watch that video, and tomorrow I'm going to come back on, and then maybe we can talk about it. Another update for you guys, the Crystal Rogers case that we went over, that's happened in Bardstown, Kentucky, which is just a few miles away from me. These maybe 45 minutes to an hour. Yeah, I agree, Tricia. One thing that bothers me about it is, and the reason I can relate to it, Tricia, is, my dad was an older man. I don't know if I've ever told you guys that, but my dad was 56 when I was born. He died when I was 20. He was 76. So my dad was always an older man, and he was retired. And being retired and you're used to working all your life, he was always looking for something to do. So that kind of makes me think of Armchair Detective. Really, it's just something for him to do. And people might get mad at me for saying that, but that's just the way I look at it. I like doing the parodies of him. He got upset with him pretty badly. But back to what I was talking about, the Crystal Rogers case from Bardstown, Kentucky. If you guys remember, she was the woman who went missing from Bardstown. She dated a man that owned a lot of rental property, and his brother at the time was a police officer. His brother did get fired, and it was for hindering the investigation. Also, there was a police officer killed 2 years before Crystal Rogers went missing in Bardstown. And in 2014, there was a school teacher and her 16-year-old daughter who were brutally murdered in Bardstown, Kentucky. They were beaten, shot, and their throats were cut. And all of these murders are unsolved. Crystal Rogers is not listed as a murder. She's still a missing persons case. Her dad, Tommy Ballard, was investigating, trying to find his daughter. A lot of people said he was getting too close to the truth, whatever it might be. Anyway, he's out on his own farm. He's got his grandson with him, and they're out there hunting. They've just got there. There's a place cut out in the trees where there was an opening to his farm. Somebody could pull off the road on the Bluegrass Parkway, and what they done, they took a rifle, a high-powered rifle, and they shot him in the chest. It first was listed as a hunting accident, which was total bullshit, and everyone knew it. So then they just listed it as a death investigation. Never solved. So you've got the police officer in 2013. You've got the mother and daughter in 2014. And the daughter, it's really sad. She was getting ready to go to prom. They had actually just bought her prom dress the weekend before they were killed. And they actually buried her in her prom dress, and her funeral was on the day of the prom. And that's just heartbreaking. Then in 2015, you've got Crystal Rogers went missing. And then 2016, her father was shot and killed. So you've got 5 people murdered, all unsolved. And now, here just recently, Trisha, it's good to see you. Good night. Um, the FBI has just recently taken over the investigation. They were in Bardstown. They took a lot of boxes and boxes of, I guess, what is evidence. It was shown on TV. Hopefully, we can get these murders solved. And here, the statistics on a police officer's murder being solved. They say that a police officer being murdered, that 95% of them are solved within the first day. So, and his has been unsolved for 7 years now. Here's a little bit of the story of what happened to him, and it's very odd. Okay, he was a K-9 officer. Um, the night that he was shot and killed, he did not have his K-9 with him. It's because his cruiser that was equipped for the K-9 was being repainted, so he was in another car, didn't have his K-9 with him. He took a certain route home every night. He got off at 2 o'clock in the morning, and he took the same route home every night. He got off exit 34 of the, well, thank you, Tricia. Thank you very much. He got off exit, I believe it was 34 of the Bluegrass Parkway, and there was some debris laying in the road. He stops. He starts. It's not nothing major. It's just tree limbs, basically laying over the exit ramp of the Bluegrass Parkway. So he gets out. He's moving the debris out of the road, and he is shot in the stomach with a shotgun. There's a hill up above the exit, and he is shot in the stomach with a shotgun, and he dies. And he's a police officer, and like I said, statistically, 95% of police officers murdered are solved within 24 hours. His has been unsolved for 7 years. It's I don't know, guys. There's something going on in Bardstown. I-75, JA. I think you're talking about, if you're talking about the old road, it's 25, US 25. And on that road, JA, they have that yard sale every year that goes, I think it's from Canada to Alabama. It's a pretty long yard sale. So anyway, guys, after my live, don't want to leave this. Go to Chris Watts' Revelation and Reckoning and watch that video I'm talking about, and we'll talk about it tomorrow night. I will be back on tomorrow night. I'll probably be on earlier. I had a lot of stuff to do tonight, so I didn't get on until late. But it's just unbelievable that he's going back to his original confession that Shanann killed the girls, which is just unbelievable to me. If he's this Christian man that he says he is, why would he want the public to think she done this to her children? Why would he want to do that? I don't understand. I don't believe for 1 minute that he's the Christian. And I shouldn't say that, because I don't know if somebody's repented and what have you. But I believe so too. Maybe I hope so. Maybe sunshine. What happened with George Floyd was absolutely disgusting. Yeah, I agree. Count me in. He ain't going nowhere, and thank God he's not going nowhere. But what's just blows my mind is the fact that he thinks he is going to get out of prison. That just absolutely blows my mind. But I guess he can wish all he wants, but it's not happening. And by the way, this hotel does have smoking rooms, so this is cool. So I'm pretty much not home very much at all anymore. So he will go straight to hell. Yes, I believe he will, J.A. And that's where he belongs, in my opinion. Um, when you think about the confession of what in February, uh, that when he told the detectives in February in the interview how he killed them, um, and then saying the whole trip out there, hello, hemp for health. Well, thank you. Kathy, the only thing that makes me believe they were still alive when Shanann got home is the Shadows video. You can see him bending down. As a shadow comes running towards him from out of the garage towards him, you can see the shadow under the truck, and he bends down and picks up whatever that shadow was and turns around and goes to the truck like he puts. I'm assuming it's a child in the truck. That's the only reason I believe possibly one of the children were dead. But you have a good point, Kathy. And the reason I say that is before Shanann got home, she asked Chris to send her pictures of the children. And she wanted pictures of the children sleeping, And he sent pictures from earlier in the day of them eating pizza. So that does make me wonder why, he couldn't take pictures of them right then. So you do have a very good theory right there. And a lot of people do believe that. They're saying now that no one was killed in the house. So then where was Shanann murdered? Guys, this case is just, I've told you guys this before, this case is what brought me to YouTube. It's what brought me to do a channel. I said I would never talk about it because of, the Ruseks not wanting anybody to talk about it. But basically, what they want is people not using conspiracy theories. They want people sticking to the facts of the case. Oh yeah, JA, I know that is just heartbreaking. Bertha says he thinks 2 years is long enough. Doesn't understand the purpose of him being there any longer. He is twisted. Yeah, he thinks that his 2 years for his crime is enough, and he's just. Yeah, it did. It's me. It brought a whole lot of us here. He says God wants him on the outside. Yeah, I heard that too, and it's unbelievable. But the whole reason I came on tonight was I want you guys to check out that video if you haven't seen it. This lady is just, she says she's given evidence that basically what he said originally when he confessed is what really happened. So basically, he is admitting to killing Shanann after he caught her killing the kids, which to me, and what blows my mind is there's actually people out there that I will, it's me, definitely for real. This case is just, after it came out on Netflix, it renewed it to me. I had gotten away from it. I hadn't been watching YouTube. I hadn't been keeping up with that case. And then that documentary came out on Netflix. My daughter came over, logged me into her Netflix account, and we watched it. And then I got back on YouTube and started watching other stuff about it. It's what got me to watch the video I'm talking about. And it's just unbelievable. And it's like with the presidential election. By the way, guys, and you guys in other countries, we just had a presidential election here in the United States. We have a new president, Joe Biden. He'll be taking office on January 20th, 2021. Donald Trump is voted out. But it's almost like there's a division between people that actually think what is on Chris's side, and there's a division of people that's on Shanann's side. There's people on the internet that say, "Oh, Shanann drove him to do this," and I'm like, "What? Nobody drives anyone to kill their whole family." Yeah, I agree with that. I completely agree with that, Bertha. Yeah, Carolyn, you're exactly right. And very true, Hemp for Health. If what he's saying is true, why didn't he call the police? Why didn't he call an ambulance? I mean, Coder said if he came home and his child had been decapitated, he would call 911 and do anything to save his child's life. And I agree with the person that said back there that Chris's mom is having a lot to do with this, and I believe she is too. The thing that gets me is the grave that was dug. He just if to me there was just too much done that morning and not enough time. It takes a lot a good deal of effort and time to dig a 2 foot grave. It really does. For him to do that, so he went to the Survey 319, and by the way, guys, Survey 319 is no longer there. It's not no longer there because of this. They had decommissioned it. They were planning on taking it out anyways, and now Survey 319 is no longer there. Well, it could have been little Bilby Sandy on top, but when he got into the ground, to me out there in Colorado, I don't know. I've never dug a hole out there, but to me, it would seem like the ground out there would probably be pretty hard. Another thing is did he have a shovel in the truck? I never seen a shovel in the truck. There might have been one, and I just missed it. I don't know. Right, count me in. I mean, who does that? You have to be really twisted. Even if your kids are dead, to put them in those oil tanks is just no. It's just no. It's not rational, especially to shove them through that hole that he shoved them through. Yeah, they found the rake head that was broken. But did any of you guys see a shovel in his truck? I don't remember a shovel being in the truck. And if there wasn't a shovel, You know, like I said, that he could have had the rake to pull the dirt in on her once. You know, and he also, you know, buried her face down, which is just it's just disrespect on top of disrespect on top of disrespect, in my opinion. Uh, to do that, he did not love her, in my opinion, and he did not love those kids. It to me, everything in those videos that you see uh, with him, um, you know, playing with those, it was all an act. He was putting on a show. To me, in my opinion. Um, yeah, Bertha, I completely agree with that. Um, yeah, little Billy, that's what I said. It's just like a insult on top of disrespect, and then put the two little girls in two separate oil batteries. Um, and one of the little girls had oil in her stomach. And you know, I believe I heard somewhere. I don't know if it's true or not, that when they were having their funerals, they could not fly the girls to North Carolina. Something to do with a fire hazard or something like that. So they had to be drove to North Carolina. The shovel was by the tailgate. Okay, yeah, yeah, Julie, he did say that, but to me, it's still just just one last, just to me, one last jab at her. Just say, hey, you know, like fuck you to hers. In my opinion, that's what I think. Carolyn, the grave was dug ahead of time. I don't know about you guys, but I possibly think the grave was dug on Saturday night when they went on their little date. Uh, yeah, little Bilby, that's what it was. Yeah, yeah, count me in. I did see that. I actually did watch that video. Yes, is it Speculizer 1971? Yeah, I agree with that completely. As you know, I have children, and sometimes my daughter, she's 14 now. Sometimes she drives me crazy, but I wouldn't hurt one hair on the top of her head, you know. So, oh yeah, I agree, Bertha. Just how could you do that to your own children, and then on and then want out of prison after 2 years? Like, oh, this is enough. I've learned my lesson. God wants me out into the world to spread my message. Uh, okay, Kathy, thank you. I appreciate that information. I couldn't recall uh, myself seeing a shovel. So I do. I believe you 100% that there was a shovel. I couldn't remember seeing one. I remember seeing the rake head broke off and land on the ground. Um, so anyway, guys, it's late. I've got to get up early, so I'm going to head off here. Uh, but if you want to, please watch that video. It's about an hour long. So, you know, Bertha, that's a good point. If NK has nothing to hide, why not come out? Uh, can't do a tell all to tell us her side of it. You know, that's a good point. Um, you would think somebody that was innocent would be going everywhere and screaming, "Hey, this is what happened. I had nothing to do with this." Blah blah blah. Well, thank you, Hemp, for health. Good night, everyone. It's good to see you guys. Thank you guys for joining me. Watch that video, and I promise you guys I'll be on tomorrow night. I'll probably be on earlier. It'll probably be around 7 o'clock, maybe even 6. So watch for the notification. If you're not getting notifications, go unsubscribe, resubscribe, and hit the notification bell. And if you're not subscribed now, it's a good time to subscribe. It's a good time to hit that like button or the dislike button. They both count really good. So please, like button or dislike. It doesn't matter to me. Thanks all you guys. Thank you, Little Bilby. Appreciate everything you do. And please check out that video. Let me know what you guys think. And if you want to see something funny, watch the Armchair Detective video when he plays the video, because at first he's like, "Oh, I'm a part of this. I've got a preview ahead of time. Like he always does. And then when the video plays and it's over, he's like, "Well, I didn't see that coming." And he's like, he didn't have nothing to do with video then. So it's if you want to see it kind of funny, just watch his version of it. Anyways, guys, good night. Thank you guys for coming, and I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Y'all have a good night. Thank you.